welcome to my channel. My name is Catherine, I'm a mum of 4 and I blog about life as a mum of 4 with housework and shopping hauls, groceries, meal planning, days out, that kind of thing. If you like the idea of some of those videos, please hit subscribe, and if you like this video, please have a click on the thumbs up for me. I'm a new YouTuber, so all the appreciation would be brilliant. My video today is a goal setting video because I don't set goals in January. I find January grey and miserable and a bit boring and sad after the whole kind of excitement of Christmas and New Year. And every time I set goals in January, I completely mess them up within about 3 days because I have no willpower. So I basically try and get through January, and then come February I am through the worst of it and spring is starting to show signs of appearing. So it's kind of like all steam ahead for goals, resolutions, that kind of thing. I use these to set my goals, have done for about the last 5-6 years. This is the Leonie Dawson 2019 My Shining Year Life Goals Workbook. And like I said, I've been buying these about 5-6 years. Really enjoy them, lovely, bright and colourful. There's a ceremony, you can see all the colours, and like I said, really bright rainbow kind of colours, really inspiring, cheerful, that kind of thing, which is what you need when you're trying to achieve goals. There's a section at the front where you say goodbye to your 2018, the previous year. You write down what was good, what was bad, what you learned, and what you want to take forward with you, what you want to leave in the past. That was all really good. I've completed mine. I know a lot of people do it, like I said, do it before the new year, but I've done mine quite recently. Good things that happened last year. Our 4th baby, Sophie, was born. She's our second daughter, and she was born the 17th of January, which was lovely. She's been absolutely gorgeous, watching her getting bigger and learning to sit up and crawl and stand has just been amazing. Related to that, one of the bad things was that her labour birth was awful, and she then the next day was diagnosed with neonatal meningitis and spent 10 days in special care. Very, very scary, terrifying, horrible time. Other good things, my little sister got engaged, we started a new business that's been doing really well, and just generally, you know, life with the kids. We had some great days out, lovely birthday celebrations, things like that. And bad things, not too many bad things. Like I said, all the mess around just after Sophie came was definitely the worst thing, but she came out of it. And then right at the end of the year, we lost our dog, which she'd been with us for nearly 13 years, and that was absolutely heartbreaking. It happened quite quickly, and she got poorly. We took her to the vets, and basically said she's not going to last more than a few more hours, and we had to say goodbye to her, which was really, really horrible. So a really sad time. So yeah, so here's hoping 2019 is going to be a bit happier and have some lovely times. So that'll be lovely. So goals. After I did the closing ceremony for 2018, I had a good look at what I wanted 2019 to be, and I wanted 2019 to be, this sounds really selfish, I wanted it to be more about me. I spend my whole life running around after all the children. Obviously baby, well, she's now 1, but she takes a lot of my time, very clingy. My 5-year-old's quite clingy as well. Driving around doing clubs, making sure the housework's done, the washing. I work 2 days a week out of the house, and I work from home the rest of the week around Sophie, and help my husband in the business whenever he needs it. So everything's kind of like always about other people. And last year I did suffer from postnatal depression and anxiety. I got some really good counselling, cognitive behavioural counselling from a local organisation called Talking Changes, and it was brilliant. It was really good. And one of the things the counsellor made me see was that I need to schedule time for myself, otherwise I'm just not going to cope. I'll be a lot happier, a lot better mum if I schedule some time for myself during the week and make it a must. So that's kind of what this year is going to be about. I'm kind of looking at doing things for me. I'll obviously still be doing everything for everybody else, but actually making time to do things for me. One of the things was starting this YouTube channel, which I can pleased to say I have done. I currently have, I think, 4 videos up, and there will be more going up in the next few days. So that was one of my biggies. That came under my, I wasn't sure whether to put that under a career one, because it would be lovely if eventually this channel got big enough for me to make some kind of salary out of it. I'm not looking to be a millionaire, but enough that, you know, I didn't have to work. I could just stay home with the kids and make videos and stuff. That would be great fun. So that kind of went to my career goal. This workbook's great. It has sections for different kinds of goals. So creative goals would be one. I was tempted to put the YouTube videos in this one, but I didn't. So I've quite a lot of creative goals. I'm quite a creative person, and like I said, I want to do a lot more things that I enjoy. So one of my things is write a novel. It was my absolute dream to be a fantasy novelist. And I've got loads of kind of stories in my head and scribbled down on with various notebooks and bits of paper and stuff. And I just thought, you know, you've just got to sit down and actually write it. I plan them to the nth degree, and I write bits here and there, but I need to just sit down and write one from beginning to end, just to see if I can do it really. So that is my goal, is to have a complete finished book from beginning to end, all done and not abandoned when it gets difficult. So that's one of my creative goals. I have a couple of others. I used to be really into like wood carving when I did A-level art, and I did a bit of wood carving back then. And my lovely husband bought me a Dremel set, like an electric kind of pen thing that kind of carves, and you can do all sorts with it. And I've got a wood burning tool for Christmas as well. So I want to kind of get back into having a play with that and seeing what I can come up with. I'm quite tempted by the idea of making like a little set of wooden animals for Sophie, like what they call, like the Ostheimer ones. I'm thinking of making my own version for her, maybe as like a Christmas present for next year or something. It'll probably take me a while, but I thought that'd be quite good. Mind goals, that's kind of like career and things you want to learn. So there's a lot in there about like my writing and YouTube. Relationships, yeah, relationships. I want to go on dates, because me and Andy never get to go on dates, so we'd like to have more dates. We might even have a weekend away this year at some point, which would be nice. Family goals, kind of cropped up in creative, but basically do more. We get so tied down to the kind of mundane every day. We've got to be here at a certain time. We need this amount of coats and hats and gloves and scarves, and we need this for this day and this for this day, and we need to get from here to there, and everything's kind of just mundane and boring, and I want to get more things in. Even on the weekends, I'm so busy doing things like washing and ironing and everything that we don't do anything, and the boys end up on screens all day, which I hate. Hannah's always asking me to do things with her, and I'm so busy, so try and kind of keep housework and laundry, or majority of laundry, limited to weekdays, so that on weekends we can go out and explore and have adventures, that kind of. I like this bit. This is a great bit. This pink bit at the bottom. This is ways you could make your family life less crazy making this year. Our family life is insane. So I've got a few tips. I'm going to follow the Organised Mum method. If you've not seen it, look it up. It's by Gemma Bray, and it's brilliant. It's really good. Life-changing, I would say. If you're really bad at housework like me and you never do any. It's really, really good. And it has changed my house. To the point where I'm actually getting inspired to like decorate, and we've switched rooms around, we've done all sorts, so really, really good. And like I say, confine the housework to during the week, so that the weekend I'm kind of free to actually do stuff with the kids, and I'm always saying, no, we can't do this because I've got to do this. Other things are keep on top of their homework, because I'm really bad at making them do their homework. Improve everyone's diet, and a lot more home cooked food rather than kind of convenient, kind of stick in the oven kind of things. That's quite almost like a negative one, because they all basically would live off pizza, spaghetti bolognese, and pancakes if I let them. So this is going to be a kind of battle of wills of you will eat vegetables, and this is a proper home cooked meal, you're going to eat it. So that's going to be fun. Yeah, and generally plan ahead, batch cook. plan meals, that kind of thing. My shining body, this is done slightly differently. You have to draw what your body feels like now, which I have drawn this. It starts off looking like this, and then you have to draw on it, and this is mine. I feel very fat, very frumpy, very old at the moment, and so my main thing is losing weight. I've been trying to lose weight for years. My little sister's getting married April 2020, and she's asked me to be her maid of honour, and she's got like 5 bridesmaids, and my sister's like a size 8, and all her bridesmaids are like a size 8, and then there's me, and I'm an 18, and no, that's not going to happen. I'm not going to be a size 8, I will add, but I do want to lose weight. I'd love to get down to a size 12. Somewhere in the loft I've got a pair of Armani jeans which are a size 12, and I'd love to fit. I want to get fitter, healthier as well at the same time. So I'm trying to drink more water, I'm trying to get better sleep. I've gone back to Taekwondo, which is a martial art, which I love. I used to do it a few years ago and back when I was a teenager as well, and I adore it. So I've managed to go back there. I've joined a walking group for mums and babies, which is really good as well. And I'm hoping to go swimming once or twice a week. A shining house, decluttering and stuff like that. I've been decluttering for about 3 years, and we're getting there. We're getting there. I'm hoping actually to do a KonMari series, because I read the book a couple of years ago before it got fashionable. Then it kind of came out last year, and I've kind of done like 3 and a bit of the categories, and then I always kind of something crops up to stop me and things like that, and I lose incentives. So I've decided this year what I'm going to do is, because I'm going to film it and make a series of it for YouTube, and I will do a KonMari series as well, and literally go through everything and really have a good clear out. I'd also love to redecorate some of the rooms. Just done the living room before Christmas, and I'm really happy with it. A few finishing touches left to do, but I love it. The kitchen needs just repainting, just freshening up. We moved in about 9 years ago, and we painted everything, including all the kitchen cupboard doors and things like that, and it's just looking a bit grubby, and I'd like to just give it a whole new fresh kind of coat of paint, maybe change the colour scheme up a little bit. And my bedroom, because like I said, we moved in just over 9 years ago, and my bedroom still has paint samples on from when we moved in the first time, so it's never been done. I've got these horrific brown curtains in there that were basically just stuck up because we didn't have any. Kids' rooms have been decorated about 3 times at least each. So it's about time I get my bedroom done. So that's one of my plans. Movies, concerts or shows you want to see. I'm going to see the Spice Girls at the Stadium of Light. So I'm really excited about that. My brother and sister bought me it. They clubbed together and got me the ticket as a Christmas present, and I'm so excited. There is also loads of Disney films coming out this year, like the remakes, and I really can't wait. And then Toy Story 4. And like Frozen 2. Yeah, I'm a big kid. I love Disney. I love Disney movies, so I'm really excited about those. Self-care. I want to spend a bit more time looking after myself and being a bit more pampering. I've started a new skincare routine, which I'm really loving, and I'm gradually treating myself to nicer quality makeup. I know some like products, like high street normal products, are really good, but some of the things I'd like to get a bit better quality. So I'm currently on the lookout for foundations. So any recommendations? So far I've tried Bare Minerals, Estee Lauder and Lancome, and I want to try the Bobbi Brown one because I had one for years and years ago and it was really nice. So I'm kind of experimenting with samples from them and seeing which one I like. I've got the Estee Lauder one on today because you couldn't tell, which did quite well. So yeah, I want to do a bit more, you know, like face masks and bubble baths and things like that. That's my self-care, and like I said, scheduling time for me to do things that I want to do, like all these creative goals that I want to set. Shining habits, dream days. Then there's like 100 things to do in 2019, if you can see. I haven't written them all down yet. I find if I write 100 down, I kind of get bored with some of them, so I've written 44, and then I'm going to add some in, things that I might suddenly decide I want to do and start. So far I've ticked up 2. Start a YouTube channel. Oh, 3, sorry. Go back to Taekwondo and join a walking group. Yay. So a lot of these are kind of like the goals I've already set, broken down into steps. learn to wood carve, learn pyrography, learn guitar, go on 6 dates with Andy, have a romantic weekend away, get Sophie to sleep through the night, that would be so nice, paint a kitchen, learn to surf. I would love to learn to surf, but that's kind of dependent on weight because I'm not getting in a wetsuit this size. I'm just not. And then at the end there's like a checklist. So you can set like mini goals for the ones you've set. You can say kind of what you achieved in that month and what you're going to try and do in the next month. So they're like monthly check-ins. So yeah, so that's what I'm using to set my goals. It's really, really useful. So if you haven't got one and you fancy them, I think you can still get them. But they're brilliant. This isn't an ad, by the way. I use them all the time. I love them. So yeah, they're my goals. So if you haven't set any and you want to set some, you know, February is a great time to start. So is March. Sun's coming out a little bit more. It's spring, or it will be soon. And yeah, you might find yourself getting a bit more inspired, getting out more, that kind of thing, like I do. So hopefully this has been helpful, giving you some ideas for goals of your own maybe, or ways to do things. And if you've liked this video, please click like, and if you want to see more, please click subscribe, and hopefully we'll see you back on this channel. So I want to ask, before I go, if there's anyone watching, if you could pick one resolution, just one, to complete this year, what would you pick and why? And post it in the comments down below. If I had to pick one, it sounds really shallow, but mine would be my weight, because I've been overweight for 10 years now. I was slim as a teenager and into my very early 20s, and then I put loads of weight on, and I've hated it ever since, and it doesn't feel like me. I still look in the mirror and get a shock, and it stops me from doing so many things that I want to do. Just my general fitness level, and I feel tired, lethargic, horrible all the time, and I want to not feel like that anymore. My husband has health problems. I don't want to have any health problems. He's diabetic, and I really don't want to develop anything like that. I want to be as healthy and as active and energetic for my kids as I can be. So yeah, that would be my main one. Is to deal with my weight and emotional eating, that kind of thing. So pop yours in the comments. I'd love to see what other people are doing and what they would choose for that year, or for this year coming. It'd be great fun to hear. So yeah, and we'll hopefully see you again soon. Okay, bye.